What's up, you guys? It's Carly and I'm back with another video, and today I'll be showing you how I make my Sims.
I'm so confused.
Okay, so first things first, I usually take the clothing off of my Sim just so I can have a clear base of everything that I need to look at and to get right. So as you see, I took everything off. This is just the base Sim. It's like a little EA pre-made Sim or whatever.
I don't know what he wants.
So first things first, I go to the face, and I go to face, and then I go to skin tones. So I usually use warm skin tones, but sometimes I use neutral depending on what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to choose a skin tone. This one is fine. I'll use this one. So next I go to eyebrows, because sometimes if the eyebrow color is different, I get distracted, so I have to change the color even if I'm not going to eyebrows yet. So I'm not going to do eyebrows yet, but I just wanted to change the color. So next I change the ears, and I just sometimes I move them in, sometimes I move them out, sometimes I change them depending on what kind of sim I want to make. I know some people have like pointier ears like in this area, so I'll add that. I click right here in the forehead area, and this just changes the head shape, and I feel like this is like a good start because it already changes like the skull of your sim. So I feel like this is a good start to how you want to make your sim. So I'm gonna use, actually like this 5. I don't think I've ever used this one, but I'm gonna use this one, in 11 by Northern Siberia Winds. I love all their skin details. They have great skin details. So I'm gonna use this in 11 by Northern Siberia Winds, and I'm gonna go to the nose. Now I'm gonna look at some noses. Symbionts is my favorite creator for noses for my ethnic sims, because they usually aren't like regular like noses like this. Like they have a curve, or like the nostrils are a little bit bigger. That's why I prefer their noses over other noses. But yeah, I'm gonna use this Symbiont's nose right here, and I'm gonna go to detail edit mode, and basically I'll just make the nose a little bit bigger at the bottom, make the nostrils a little bit bigger, and just widen the bridge just a little bit. And then I go to lips, and I love Northern Siberia Winds. Like I said, Northern Siberia Winds, they have great lip options. I think I like this one honestly, but I just want to change it up a little bit. Let me see. I think I'm gonna use N48 by Northern Siberia Winds. I like that one. And sometimes what I do is just check the side profile of the sims, because sometimes they look a little crazy, so I like to check the side profile to see how it looks. And yeah, okay, that's fine. So next I go in here. I usually make the bottom lip bigger than the smaller lip because that's how mines are. Sometimes I always find myself modeling my sims after how I look a little bit, and taking little pieces of how I look and then putting it into the sim. So I'm just gonna do this and make it go in a little bit. As you're seeing, I'm making it go in. I usually do like a frown, not that deep of a frown, but like a little bit of a frown on my sims, but I'm actually gonna keep it like this, you know, just to change it up. So that's that. And then I go to the eyes. I have Miko eyes and Northern Siberia eyes. Depending on, like I said, the sim I'm trying to make depends on what kind of eyes I use. I like using these eyes sometimes down here. These are just regular EA lashes. These up here are a little bit bigger. I think I'm gonna use these. And the eye color really doesn't matter because I do put a face paint eye color over it, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm gonna just use this one for now. I actually like this one right here, so I might keep it. But yeah, that's how that looks. And let me just do a little bit of fine tuning of how I want it. So those are the eyes, and then I go to the eyebrows. And I feel like eyebrows is the most important because it frames the face. So I just want to go to eyebrows and look down here and see what I want. See if I want something a little bit more structured or something that's not as structured like these, just regular eyebrows, nothing too crazy. Or if I want something that's like carved out and looks like very, you know, neat and clean. So I do like these actually. I'm just going to lift them up just a little bit. I'm going to make her eyes a little bit more closed. Move these up just a little bit. I think I like those. Yeah, I like those. I'm gonna give her black ones, and I'm just turning them around, seeing how the face looks, if it looks good. And I think it looks good. Now we'll go to skin details, and I'll go through mouth details, all the different details, just to see if there's any that I want to use. I don't usually use anything else, but sometimes, as you see, like this right here, it makes them hooded, and sometimes I want to add that because, like I said, I model my sims after myself. So I'm gonna actually add these right here, and these are by Northern Siberia Winds also. And we're gonna go to cheek details, and they have some more stuff, face sculptors, all that type of stuff, but I usually use those for my men. This right here, I don't even know the creator, it went away. But this right here is just a shader. As you can see, it shades here. This one, it just changes and shades the noses. It just adds like some depth to your sims instead of like the vanilla way of everything. So just gonna go through and see which one I like. I like this one, it brightens up, but I do like sometimes when it darkens right here in this area. As you see, it's like more definition in those areas. And then I'm gonna go to brow details, and you can add like brow creases if you want. And then we have the teeth. Mellow Sims are some of the ones that I use, and redhead Sims, I use those also. Actually, I think I'm gonna give her a gap. I feel like that looks better. I'm gonna give her a gap. So let's go to skin details. So something that I learned to do is not go straight to like the overlays, because sometimes the overlays don't let you create the perfect skin that you want. So I'll usually skip these sometimes, and I'll just go down and pick which one I'm gonna add. So these are skin blends all right here. I think these are by Series. I think, let me make sure. Nessery. Okay, so these skin details are by Nessery, Nessurii. So that's the one I'm probably gonna use. They have a couple of them. Just gonna see which one I like the most. Let's see, this Kaluna right here skin blend. I think I like this one. And it adds eye bags also, so I might want to use this one. Yeah, I'm gonna use this Kaluna skin blend right here, and I also have these little tiny cast details. So basically, I'll know when the cast skin detail changes. So as you see right here, I can use these, and then it changes to this. So if I want to use this Kaluna skin blend, I cannot use it because you go matte lashes, because it didn't remove the Kaluna skin blend. Okay, next, I usually always use these nose shaders right here by Cosmetic. They're super cute. Just add some details to your sim. I don't want to make it too dark, so I'm just use this one right here, and then go to the next category. And I love to add like moles or freckles or something to my sims, because I don't want my sims to look the same, and I don't want their face to just be all one shade. So I just try to add something. I think I'm gonna add these little moles right here. Yeah, I'm gonna add those. That's cute. Okay, let's go to the next one. These are for the mouth area. I think I'm gonna add this one right here. It just makes it more defined in the mouth area. I like using these little details, these PYXIS face kits, and this Okuro Misk details. These are my favorite like little details I like using. Okay, so I'm gonna darken her eye area, give her some depth, and all I'm doing is just going around and just changing some things, making it more, so because like I said, I don't want my sims to look the same, so I want to add more depth right here. As you see, I'm changing the lip area so it can be more defined. I think I like this one right here. Go to this face kit by, I think, Miko. This is also a good skin detail little pack or whatever, and I think we're pretty good on everything. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me see. I do want to add this one right here, so I can shade, as you see, I shaded around there. So I'm going to go to little details, and this part is just going through everything and just seeing what you want to add. I think like this is the most time-consuming part of cast for me. Everything else doesn't take that long, but this is what takes me the longest, because I just want to make the perfect sim, or a sim I'm not bothered by looking at, because sometimes I make sims and I'm like, I do not like that sim, and I'm not able to play with the sim. I do like these nostrils. It just adds some effect to the nostrils. They're super cute. I'm gonna add one more thing to this sim, and I'm gonna see if I like these blushes. For my darker skin sims, I always use a red or orange blush, and if my lighter sims, I usually use like a pink or something. So this is like a red blush. I think I might just add a blush in the makeup category, because this one is a little bit like, not glitchy, but I don't like, it's like pixelated. I don't like that. So now I'm going to go to makeup. Actually, I skipped straight to makeup because, well, I do hair after makeup because I just prefer to do hair after that. I don't know. So Northern Siberia has good lashes. Twisted Cat, Dream Girl, Noctis, Cat Cole, and Miko. I love all their lashes. Some of them are a little bit more max match, such as Northern Siberia wins, but you can choose whatever you want to use. If you want something more dramatic, I would suggest Dream Girl, because theirs are a little bit bigger. But the thing with their lashes is you have to have a pretty big eye shape for the lash to line up. And like I said, I usually make my eyes on my sims a little bit smaller. So I just prefer Northern Siberia wins or Twisted Cat. Those are my favorites. You can change the color if you want a brown, if you want white. If you want one without the bottom lashes, you can do that. I usually prefer no bottom lashes on my sims. That's just me though. That's just a personal preference, but you can choose what you want to do. And make sure you're looking at the lash, because sometimes different lashes overlap with different things. So as you see right here, these overlap with glasses. So if you're planning on putting glasses on your sim, you wouldn't use this one. And this one is pat. Some of them have like ring icons, some of them have glasses icons. Just make sure you're looking so that you don't get the lash on and then you put something else on and it doesn't work. And then you're like, what is going on? So I just suggest you to do that. Just make sure you're looking. Okay, I like these. And I'm gonna go to eyeliner. I don't do any special crazy eyeliner. Just do something subtle. I usually only do like the bottom lash, just the bottom waterline, just to cover up that little space right there. As you see, I have a lot of cosmetic liner, so I use theirs a lot. This one is more like of a eyeshadow. It's a little bit more, as you see, like fanned out at the top. So yeah, I have a lot of cosmetic ones, but you can use whatever you want. I have cosmetic. Who else do I have? I have some Twisted Cat ones. Have some Peachy Fairy ones. These are a little bit more artistic. So if you want like a crazy design, you can add these. But I don't usually use them on a regular sim. Like it has to be like a special occasion or something like that, where I would use that. So this is like the perfect liner by itself. But since I want a bottom liner, I'm not gonna use that one. So just keep scrolling until I find the perfect one that I want. Okay, so this one right here, I don't even know who's this by, but it's this one right here. This is like the perfect waterline type of eyeliner. I like this one, so I'm gonna keep that one. And I'm gonna go here to blush, and I'm going to get some blush. Cosmetic, once again, it's my favorite blush for all my sims. Since you can change the opacity, even if it's too bright, just lower the opacity. Don't get scared. Don't get jump scared, I promise. Okay, I think this is cute right here. So I'm gonna use that one and be different for today. Let me use that one. Now we're gonna go to custom content for lip gloss. And my favorite is X Black Sims, Twisted Cat. And there's one more I like. Where is it? Well, I think it's this Twisted Cat one and this Twisted Cat one that I really like. And like I said, the Black Sims one. But let me see. And this Twisted Cat one works with all skin types. Because some lip glosses only work with one skin type, but this one works with all of them. So actually, I'm gonna change the eyeshadow. I don't really like it. I might just go with my handy dandy cosmetic. Let's see. I actually don't like any of the cosmetic ones. I might not put any shadow on my sim for today. Yeah, I might not do any. I'm not gonna do any eyeshadow, but I do like this lip. This is Twisted Cat. And yeah, so that's the lips. I'm gonna make her lip like a little bit bigger. That's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. I think I'm just so used to making my sim like pout every time. So I'm like confused. I'm like, no, why is her face, why is she smiling, why is she happy? okay, there you go. I know you know. Now I'll go to hair, and this is the part that usually takes me the longest, but I'm trying not to take as long. I'm not going to try to take as long because I don't want y'all to be here all day. But next thing is hair. I have so many creators. It's so hard for me to just to say a couple. So y'all just gonna have to look. Yeah, I'm going to post this sim on my Patreon. So if you want to download it, you can. Some of the creators that I use, I'll eventually make a CC list, but it's so hard to do because I have so much CC. It's so hard to just make a list. Oh, this is kind of cute. This is very cute, actually. Actually, I've never found a hairstyle that fast, but this is cute. I think I like this. Okay, actually, I'm gonna use this. Okay, I'm gonna use this. I'm going to eventually make a CC list of stuff that I like to use and stuff that I always use, but for right now, y'all just gonna have to hang on and just download my Sims from Patreon. I'll just go to hats, even though I'm not going to use anything here. I just like going through here and seeing if it's anything that I want to use. It is not, so then I'll go to accessories. I'm not going to add a piercing to this sim. I always add piercings to my sims, but I'm not going to do that. I was going to give her a little earring. This is cute. Okay, she giving classy, girl. She giving classy. Okay, I like this. All right, so those earrings are cute. I'm gonna give her a necklace. Just something real cute, real classy. Maybe like a pearl necklace. This is actually cute. Let me see. Okay, boom. Next, I go to body. I know you're probably like, why are you doing body last? I always do body last because sometimes the face has to match the body, right? So I don't want to do the body first and then the face doesn't match. So I do the face first and then do the body. So this is actually the perfect body for her, actually. This is by AFS. I gotta figure out what that actually stands for, but this is who it's by. I have a couple of other presets, so I know the type of hair wins. King Black Cinema, Obscurus, Miko, and yeah, I think that's it. That's the only ones I have. But yeah, this is it. That's pretty cute. I actually like it. But yeah, the full sim with actual clothing will be in my Patreon, which is in the link tree down below. I hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.